Let's hook up a 3-point implement today. I don't have a quick hitch, and so I have to do it the old-fashioned way. It's not too bad. You might want to get yourself a nice long crowbar or pry bar. Sometimes you got to move these heavy implements just a tiny bit to get everything to work. So the first thing you want to do is back your tractor up to it. Get it as centered as possible. Watch that top link center. Get it matched up where your top link's going to go. That's the last thing I put on. Lower the arms here. And see how close we are. It's not too bad. I'm using a box blade today, but the same thing would hold true for most other implements. Let's get the other side. I think something's preventing it from lowering down. Try not to trip while I do this. There it was, holding it up. So it can probably get lowered down a little bit more, and you can see I'm going to be a bit off. I don't think I'm strong enough to... I am strong enough to move this by myself. My bush hog, to adjust it a tiny bit to get right, I use a crowbar and wiggle it around to get it. But this, I guess I'm strong enough to slide a little bit. These giant pliers here, channel locks, they use them as hammers and everything else. You can really do a lot with those. See, I'm not close. If it's a heavier implement, this is where I get the crowbar and pull it forward a little bit. See, there's my problem. I gotta adjust the turnbuckle. I'll show you in a second what I mean by adjust the turnbuckle. Okay, that's how level this is, but so we've got that on. What I had to do to adjust this arm in so we can get it on was this our turnbuckle over here, so we can tighten and loosen things, and we're gonna move out of here and tighten things up and loosen things right. But I also discovered this arm was a little bit high even though I had lowered it all the way. And that's what this is for. Adjusting the tilt of the two together. You'll see the left side has none, the right side has the threads. And this locks it in place. Long day today. Alright, so you see this doesn't reach. So we're going to have to extend this. See if we can find a good spot. Let this side just flop around while you turn this, because both the inner and outer screws will move at the same time as what you want. So we'll just loosen the whole thing up. I'm holding this in so it doesn't spin, but it's getting longer and longer. This is interesting. It doesn't have a grease fitting. Alright, we're almost there. should do it. Back up a little bit. Get this snug. Tighten this down just a little bit for now. Okay, I'm going to start up the tractor and lift this off the ground a little bit so I can start showing you how to tighten the turnbuckles and get things proper. You definitely want to tighten the turnbuckles. If they flop around and such, you're going to snap one. These things are metal, but they will break. And just parts of it's going to cost you $50. The whole thing's probably going to close in on $100 just for one of these setups. You can see that's really loose, but we'll lift it off the ground and we'll tighten it up. Let me start the tractor. We've got the tractor running, so hopefully you can hear me. Try to talk loud, hopefully not too loud. But you'll notice without the turnbuckles, we got a lot of sway going on with this. So what we're going to want to do is come up here. This little nut locks your turnbuckles in place. We're going to just want to tighten it. Oh, that's loosened. I can feel it starting to pull this direction, so I'm sitting on it. I'm going to go over and tighten the other side. I want to get them pretty even with each other. And of course I lift it up off, oh, you can see, well, probably not on camera, you can't see. It's starting to tighten up. You can tell by up here, this isn't dangling anymore at all. That's nice and tight. Let's go to the other side and check the other side. Nice and tight. And then we come in here, tighten that down. Same with this one. Now it shouldn't sway at all, and it doesn't. And on the other side. Now the top link, I don't know what setting it is until I start engaging it into the ground, but on the box scrape, depending on how much I want to engage the key, this is going to level out the box scrape like this, tighten it up and we'll tilt it down, loosen it up and it'll tilt it back. So I can't adjust that until I do, but it's the same idea. You can loosen this nut, move it how you want it, and then tighten it back up, snug, locks it in place. The only other real tip I can do to tell you is, you know, get yourself some pliers. Here's my old bush hog rotary cutter. But it's tough to get the pins lined up perfectly. And that's when I use this crowbar. I can scoop the bush hog back a little bit, lift it up a little bit, push it forward a little bit. Use a little crowbar or something to help you out, get those lined up. Good luck. Subscribe, please.